Hello, everybody. Harrick and BX here, and welcome to another R.O.C Hangout. We come to you live each and every single week, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, right here on the Realm of Collectors YouTube channel. You could also find us on iTunes and Google Play through your favorite podcast app. Please subscribe, give us a 5-star review, all that good stuff. You could also subscribe to the audio version through our feed at www.realmofcollectors.com. Speaking of the website, guys, we do have some quick plugs for some merchandise. We still got some shot glasses available to you. $13 will get you a pair of those shipped anywhere in the continental U.S. We still have very limited amounts of the Friends and Family t-shirt, like I'm wearing right here, if you could see it. Very cool t-shirt. Very limited quantities left, and that's ready to order and ship as soon as you put your orders in. And also from now until November 17th, pre-orders are live for the R.O.C hoodies, featuring our brand new Realm of Collectors logo. You have a choice of a zip up or a pullover, or get both if you can't decide. And like I said, pre-orders are live up until November 17th, so get those in while you can. All right, with that out of the way, remember, if you're watching us on YouTube, like and subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. It's absolutely free, does not cost you a thing. And if you're watching us live on YouTube, there's also a live chat below. Hop in, say hello, chop it up with the rest of the fam. We're going to shout everybody out in the chat at the end of this live stream. So let's say hello to the rest of the guys. We got some new faces on the panel tonight. So first up, the Rock Father himself, Dust Mites. How you doing, brother?
Yo, what's up, everybody? Been a while since I fucking came on this fucking thing.
Yeah.
I had to dust off the Tuesday mic. What's going on?
How was your day, man? I think you had some new toys to play with. How was that?
It was it's kind of a Toy World day. Thank you guys once again purchasing that fine product from Toy World, the Devi set. That's a beautiful set, man. They really did right with that. That box was with the foam, like guys, I like a box in the presentation.
I think Toy World has some of the best packaging.
Wow, incredible, and the figures are so dope. So far, I got them all out. I'm keeping them in single bot mode for a while, but I'll probably, with the guys coming over this weekend, I'll probably fucking put them together.
Let me ask you a question. When realistically do you think you would have bought that for yourself?
Probably got around to it probably next summer.
All right, so I mean, it was on your list for
eventually, yes,
the foreseeable future.
Yes.
Dust was playing the long game on that, and by the time he was probably going to be ready to get it, fucking Fans Toys would have announced their version.
Or you just would have been
sold out, and that's why I was like, fuck.
Would you have bought Omega first or that?
I probably would have gotten Omega first because Omega Fans Toys has that sell out quick.
Yeah.
I got a feeling it's going to sell out quick, and then they're going to probably take a little bit of time to come out with their second batch. So,
as they always do.
That's why I hit up Hanny today and said, yo.
Omega's a hard one to gauge, too, because if they sell out before Gabriel comes out, they won't make any more for a longest time. But if they don't, they'll just sit there.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Other than that, I picked up World at War. On the World War II. New Call of Duty, pick that up, and new ornament for the tree.
Nice,
sweet. All right, well, thanks for hanging with us tonight.
Yeah, I'm gonna dip out for a little bit, but I'll be back.
All right, sweet. All right, next up, I think this is his first time with us on Tuesdays on the live show. You could catch him every single Monday night on Enter the Realm, and he hosts the only show to watch on Saturday nights, Plastic Fanatics, to Late Night Aftercast. Victory Saber 77. How are you doing?
What's up, man? I muted myself there. How's it going? Thanks for having me on.
No problem, man. Happy Tuesday. How you doing today?
Good. How are you all guys doing?
Doing good.
I know you've shouted your haul out on Saturday. You shouted out yesterday. If you want to share tonight, feel free.
I got the MMC Shadow Ghost Calidus. I got the Walgreens clones. And I got the Walgreens Medusa. That's
all. Oh, nice. I forgot to ask you last night. I was going to ask you about those clones. Are those Walgreens exclusives, or are they going to be available everywhere? Do you know?
They're Walgreens exclusives right now.
Oh. All right. I got to check mine out then. Look out for those.
Yeah, they just got them out. They've had like, if you looked online, you could find like whatever store in your area might have, like, they carry the stock inventory. But they finally got them out into the stores. I asked the actual manager, and he's like, "Yeah, we had that out, but we had them in the back, but we didn't have the right to put them out just yet. But now they're releasing all of them. So go check them out. Local Walgreens.
All right, sweet. Well, thanks for popping on tonight, bro.
Thank you.
All right, next up, JD. How you doing tonight, bro?
Good. How's everybody doing?
Good.
Good, Pop.
Good, man.
Good.
Everybody sounds like they're sleeping. Wake the fuck up.
Yeah.
Man, there's some fucking energy in here. Jesus.
I saw you posted a picture today on Facebook. You had looked like a brown cardboard box. There must have been something in it.
Oh, yeah. Right there. It's right there.
It must have been. Are you doing a live unboxing for us? Or?
Sure. I sure can. So aside from this, I bought, it was like $167 worth of fucking paint.
Oh, I saw that.
Like Citadel paints. So
You going hard in the paint, as they say?
hard. Like
I haven't said that in a
balls
while.
deep hard in the paint. Oh shit. So what do we got? Thanks to Gary, the guy that's not here. So 1, 2.
Oh, dope.
Nice. Those are some stormtroopers for the audio listeners.
3,
3,
4.
4. Stormtroopers.
Troop building?
Somebody's armored building.
Oh yeah, this is like 26 now, I think.
No
Oh,
shit. Wow.
And 5, 6.
Talk about going hard in the paint.
6 little stormtroopers.
What's your goal? Like when you're army building, like just until it feels right, or do you have a number in mind?
Yeah, I have no idea. It's however many I can get my hands on.
Oh, so you're just gonna keep buying them until they stop making them?
Yep.
Holy shit.
That's like the most depressing like haul ever. And I say that because sometimes I know what that's like when you get a double and you're just like, yeah, cool, I just spent a bunch of money on doubles.
Yeah, I'm excited about it though. Throw them
Is
up
that-
there with the other 20-some that are there.
Is the Stormtrooper common?
No.
Yeah, he's hard to get because people are doing the same thing that
He-
JD's doing.
Is he still in stores though?
You'll see it.
Yeah.
I see it like once in a blue moon, but yeah, once it hits, it doesn't stay that long. So
We don't
Yeah.
get shit like that here. Man.
Last time I was at GameStop, they had 2 of them, and they were hidden behind all the Marvel Legends stuff. Like they had a whole shelf of Marvel Legends shit and nothing for Star Wars. So I'm like rifling through the Marvel Legends, and there's 2 of them fucking sitting behind. Somebody hit them
Tommy
back
must
there.
have been there. I was thinking about you guys, especially you, Dom. This morning, I was at Target and I was listening to ETR, and I was stocking in the toy aisles, and I opened this case, and I don't look at the box before I open it, and it's like a whole case of Black Series, and I was like, I see all the numbers, and I'm like, this is what Dom feels like. Look at them all. It was weird. They were all different. I mean, I don't know. I guess I don't do that often, but there wasn't a single duplicate in that case.
Nope.
So I don't know if that's how it goes or what. But I was like, oh, I wonder which ones are rare. Do I have a gem here? I don't know. Where's Dom?
we gotta bring you up to speed.
Yeah, I could have helped.
Nice. Was that it? Your haul?
Yeah, that was it. And a shit ton of paint, like I said. That was it.
Wait, I want to ask one question about that, JD. Are you troop building all kinds of stormtroopers, or is this just the one kind?
Mostly just the original trilogy stormtroopers. I have a bunch of like the Death Troopers and from the Force Awakens and Rogue One figures. You know what I mean? I have a bunch of those troopers, but I want a lot of these troopers.
The classic.
Classic.
Yes.
Cool.
Mm-hmm.
All right, sweet. All right, next up. It's been a while. Just Gwen, how you doing?
Oh, what's happening?
I haven't seen you on Tuesdays in quite a long time. You should
No,
pop on.
man, you know, my life is
Work,
yeah,
kids. I know.
busy.
I know.
I'm average Joe again, so I fucking crash early now. Dude, I was just saying, like, man, a couple months ago, like, I'd be up to like 3 a.m. fucking gaming with JD and like Greg from R.O.C and stuff, and now, like, dude, at like 9 o'clock, I'm like fucking fighting to stay awake. just so tired. So, but yeah, what's up? Thanks for having me on. I appreciate it.
No problem. You're always welcome.
In regards to what I got.
Yes. You dropping that bomb on us that you couldn't drop on us last week?
Yeah. I should have been able to, but I got Fans Toys Perceptor. These are all doubles, by the way, all of them. Fans Toys Perceptor, MP Ironhide, X Transbots Beachcomber, MP Wheeljack, Bagcube Brawn, Bagcube Warpath, KFC Blaster. I got another Fans Toys Phoenix. I got a Bad Cube Gears. I don't know if I said if I got the MP Dirge or not, but I did get that. And then I don't know if I said I got the Fans Toys Omega. I don't remember what fucking, but I got that shit too.
Damn, bro.
Buy them all back.
Look who's back. Oh.
Jisk, were these cheaper overall, some of them, than last time you bought them?
Yes. With the exception of Fans Toys Omega.
Because it's new, yeah.
Because it's new, but everything, even the MP Dirge, which is the only one that I have, because I have the Toy World one, even that was cheaper than retail. But all the other shit, I bought out most of Asian Kid Matt's collection.
Oh.
And, you know, I like to wheel and deal, so.
Yeah. I actually gotta hit him back. He hit me up because I guess he's getting out of the fig arts game too. So he was like, "Hey, you still collecting those Marvel fig arts?" Yeah, he's looking for sales. So I'm gonna have to hit him up.
I mean, you know, not to say this, but and put this out everywhere, but you can make him a deal right now because he wants out.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, obviously you're not screwing the dude over, unless you're like me, but.
I'll be your best friend.
It's not screwing him over if he accepted the deal.
No, of course not.
Got jizz coned.
Yep, he did get
Jizz coned.
And yeah, so I do have a Kronos for sale. If anybody literally, I'll let it go for stupid cheap.
$2.
I mean, not that stupid, but under a bill.
Hit him up.
Get at me.
All right, that's a pretty sweet haul, man. And you said all doubles, so you're just kind of getting back into your alt mode game now, because I know you sold off a lot of your stuff.
Yeah, well, that's everything that I sold off. Like all that shit is stuff, with the exception of the second Phoenix. All that shit is stuff that I had that I sold off.
Oh wow!
All
Did
right.
you get it?
Had doubles of everything.
Did you get it
sold
cheaper than what you sold it for?
I never bought it again.
Just
You know, I don't remember. Well, so probably I would never. I'll never buy anything over what I think it's worth. You know what I mean? And if I sold something, let's say I sold, I don't know, Warpath for $100, I will pay less. I won't pay more than $100 to get it back.
Yeah, gotcha.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool.
Sweet. All right, next up, Big Dom. How are you?
what's going on, guys? I finally got the Mezco San Diego Comic-Con exclusive Red Skull. It actually came in the mail 2 days ago, so
That's
still waiting.
New
Still
York.
waiting. Yeah, the New York. Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, the New York. I'm still working for the Wolverine.
Is that the one that comes in the green military fatigue?
Yeah. So I got that one, and then I'm still just waiting for the Wolverine to come to me.
Dude, the fucking brown shorts Wolverine?
No. The tiger Wolverine.
Oh, okay.
But and then I got the new Call of Duty.
Nice.
Oh, nice. What platform do you play on? You're on PS4 or Xbox One?
Xbox One.
He knows what's up.
The only system that's out there.
Get at me, Dom. I'll fucking kill you. 1v1, Dom.
Yeah, let's do it.
1v1, buddy.
Let's do it.
I'll tell you though, that Spider-Man game, I don't know if it's for PlayStation 4. I don't know if it already came out, but that shit
Not yet.
made me consider getting a PlayStation.
Yeah, the PlayStation. Yeah.
That shit looks
Just get
so
it.
good.
Just get a PlayStation.
Dude, I don't
get
need
the
it, dude. I don't even have time to play the Xbox.
Glorified Blu-ray player.
Yeah, exactly. And that's why I haven't picked up the Xbox One yet, because I'm barely playing the PS4, so why get another system? It's just
And
not.
I'm just like, that's $300 I could buy some figures with.
At least not right now. I'm waiting for that real, good first party game that you have to buy the system for to make me buy it. I thought it was going to be Gears of War, but I'm still waiting.
Well, yeah, Spider-Man. That's what it is for Xbox.
PS4, yeah.
Oh yeah, that's what I meant for PlayStation. Thank you.
All right. Next up, Energon Addict. How you doing, Pop?
Yo, I'm good. Yo, I'm good. Yo, I'm loving the cast today. I don't know if I'm on ETR or if I'm on fucking R.O.C Hangout, so this is dope. But, balls for me this week. I got to jump on that JD bandwagon because I'm troop building too, but I did a little Figuart action this week, so I got a bunch of different fucking Figuart stuff this week.
Money.
I did some.
Hey, did you get those? You get those clone troopers for a decent price?
Yeah, I did. I got them basically about $35 a piece.
Okay.
Between 30 and 35. I got a little bundle package. I got all this for me, and I picked up Dom some Jedis that he needed. Those are a little on the pricey side, so
yeah,
he got a bunch of stuff there. So then the guy worked with me, which was nice. So
yeah,
you need those for his collection or for his fucking storefront?
No, his collection. His collection. Yeah, he's been helping me out on the other side with the Black Series stuff because I just got into this like a few months back. But I love the Figuart articulation and shit, and I plan on doing a little troop building, but doing a little more like intricate poses and stuff like that. Like I want to have these dudes like hanging over shit and all that kind of stuff. So
nice.
But yeah, the dude hooked me up. So I basically I did the math. I probably saved a good, like, if I was paying retail, I saved a good chunk of change, about $140 altogether on all these. So
shit,
it's pretty nice. Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah. Aside from that, that's it.
All right, you just threw the gauntlet down right there. JD's, he had what was it, Black Series? It was a Black Series. Yeah. Like Dave was like, I see your Black Series now. Raise you these SE street cards. Bam.
Yeah. Totally too.
And I got these.
Oh, I think you pulled your mic up.
Yeah, the you hear me?
Yep.
Yeah. The Star Wars, the Space Wolves.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, those are nice. Yeah.
From that. Yeah. Is it from that guy? I think there was a guy that was selling them, right, in one of the groups or something. He was building them himself. Was those?
These are the GTP ones, if anybody knows what that means. GTP Toys made these.
Yeah. So. Galactic Trading Post, this stands for.
There you go. Yeah.
They have a website, and you could order them, and they have like the Space Walls. It's a set of 9 pieces, and I think they got a couple of other little props that have just come out also.
Oh, Dave, you're not gonna let me build you something?
Oh yeah, of course. But you said you were doing Jabba's Palace, so I got you there. You know what I mean?
Yeah. All right.
Dave wants it now. Now.
Yeah, I get that.
No, instant gratification. You know how that goes.
Yeah.
Oh, all right. Last but not least, host of Stasis Lock every single Wednesday night, Bricks on the Dollar. How are you, bro?
That's right. Thanks for having me again. Also, I'm hosting a Lego themed podcast now with Iron Claw and Paul C. As per Bobby Skullface request, he said to me at TFCon, "Why aren't you doing a Lego show?" And I said, "Shit, okay." So doing that now. And last week on our show, Paul introduced me to this book, the Lego Architecture Studio book, which is basically the manual that comes with a architecture brick box, which is all everybody's head. But anyway, I bought this online right after the show, and here it is. So I got that. And I got 2 prints from the closing Fun Pub clearance extravaganza. And I even emailed them to tell them that their shipping is outrageous and they should give me a refund after they actually ship it. And they did. So I got half of the shipping back. So that makes me feel a lot better about buying 2 prints. And I have those framed up on my staircase of interest, which is in that way. You can see that on my Instagram page. I think that's it.
What's the name of the podcast, the Lego podcast?
Building Up to It.
Wow, look at that. That's
nice.
Now I get it.
Now
I get it.
We spent a good hour trying to come up with a name.
Is it only on iTunes or is it on? Is it a Hangout show?
Well, it's a Hangout show, but we don't do it live. Like it's private.
Oh, okay.
So that we publish it afterwards. We use Hangouts to record it. Right now, it's just on YouTube. If Ace and the other guys see fit to put it on iTunes, then I'm on board. I know it's a cool table adjacent, but we'll see how it goes.
Cool table approximate.
Quick question about that, since you said you record privately. When you do that, does it let you edit like the video after the fact or no?
Yeah, so just like a regular Hangout, it goes to a video on your channel afterwards, and since I'm doing it as private, it stays as a private video, and then I can do whatever I want to it. Basically, I just shift it over to scheduled and put it for Friday morning after we're done recording it. But that lets us record on any night that works for us. Last week it was Wednesday night. This week it's going to be Wednesday night as well. Otherwise, our plan is Tuesday nights, but we haven't done one on Tuesday nights yet.
All right. Can I ask one more question about this?
You can ask all the questions.
All right. So I know that you are not like a kit builder. You like to just free build. I don't know what the correct term is, right? And I know Paul builds from the kits, right?
Yeah.
What about Ironclaw? Does he build from the kits?
He free builds. I don't really build at all. He free builds. Paul does like the architecture kits and some of the other kits, and I sell it.
Oh, you just sling it.
I'm the plastic crack dealer.
You guys should have a small kit build off live on the show. I want to see who can build.
I have competed in speed builds at conventions before, and I'm pretty damn good.
Like from a manual though, or this is just free?
From a manual, like we did this like $20 or $30 set. There was like 50 people participating in this, and I got second place. I got beat by this little kid. Anyway, I got second place.
Shout out to the Blockheads.
Yeah,
you remember that show? Yes, you remember Blockheads? Ace Milo's live Lego building show.
Oh yeah, he did. What did they build? That what?
Dude, I don't know, but it was boring as fuck.
It was like 3 hours long, and just watching these two dudes build like a fucking ship.
Dude,
like a wooden ship.
Kept popping in just to make it interesting.
I forgot all about that.
Well, thank you to anybody who's watched it so far or plans to watch it. It's about an hour, the first episode. We have topics and things we want to discuss, and when we reach a certain amount of time, we just cut it and save it for the next time. I like the idea of not having to worry necessarily about the live chat and all that, and we just kind of go through it and stay focused.
Yeah, no, that's cool, man. And I'm glad that you guys are doing a show like that. I think it's needed.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, what day of the week do you plan to put that show out on? Do you have a particular day? Like in
I scheduled it for Fridays at 10 a.m. Eastern. And so we recorded any night of the week, and then I just flip it to scheduled for Friday. So we'll record it tomorrow night. Right after Stasis Lock, we'll record building up to it.
Cool.
All right, sweet. So Friday nights, new show on Friday nights. Pretty sweet.
So who else in here collects Lego?
Cricket.
I did as a kid, but I haven't bought a Lego.
I had Lego, but I didn't collect it.
Yeah, I have a few pieces like Star Wars, like ships. Very
Loose
little
piece.
bit.
My parents would never buy us that shit because it was always expensive. And then, like as an adult, I just got nowhere to put it. So I don't because like everything's all fucking huge, and like how do you display that?
Yeah, I mean that
Disney
Castle.
Yeah,
right
hold on,
there.
dude, look at that shit. Is that a free build or is that from a kit?
That's a kit.
Dude, that thing's amazing though.
Yeah, and I got this one here. I got to build next, the detective office. I got that for a really good price, so I figured I'll actually build it and then probably sell it immediately afterwards for a little bit more than I paid for it. But I wanted the experience of building because I have never built one of the modular buildings.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
How many of
that's
your co-hosts have done a swoop?
I wouldn't put it past either of them to swoop. I'm sure both of them have.
Nice.
Is that something that you do on a regular basis too, like build up kits and then sell them afterwards?
Not really, but I have a lot more opportunities now that I have the retail store. Is like otherwise selling a used set online isn't that great. But if you have the retail store and you sell it assembled, someone's going to come in and go, perfect, I don't have to build it, and it looks great. I'm in.
Yeah.
Surprisingly, at least to me.
That's how I think that takes out the fun. Isn't the fun building it?
That's
Unless they drop it
Yeah.
on the way out.
Yeah.
The manual's like an extra $50. Sorry.
Is there a business? Is there a need for just manuals, like even old ass? Because like I know you can. What if you just collected Lego bricks, but you don't have any of these manuals? Like you could potentially get manuals.
All the instructions are in PDF form online for free, so not really.
So then never mind.
I don't want to take over the show though. Let's,
no, that's all right.
move on.
No, I'm sorry.
But you could print them out and sell them if they didn't know. Here's some manuals for you.
Google, man, Google. It'll get you.
Hey.
I mean, there's people out there that like to have the actual booklets, and even some of the boxes and shit too. I know people that buy those.
Hey, Chris, somebody has a question in the chat.
Oh, yeah?
They want to know if you have a Disney Castle set. They want to buy it from you.
I have one right here.
It's already assembled.
But it's not for sale. That was I got that for my girlfriend last Christmas, and I'm actually getting the Ninjago City this Christmas. That's if you look it up, it's great. It's big $300 set.
I think looks fun.
Shit.
I could talk about. I could ask somebody because I don't know shit about Lego. I could ask fucking questions.
We'll have another spotlight episode later on.
Yeah, it's cool. Nah, I don't mind the Lego talk. That's nice. I always remember as a kid running around the house and stepping on one of those shits. Worst pain in the world.
It is the worst fucking thing.
Yep, I don't go in my son's room because of that.
You're coming back to haunt some of you guys as parents now. It's funny.
Yep.
Shout out to G Money. He's not here with us right now. He might be popping into the show. He was going to have some more details of the ROC weight loss challenge for everybody. So if he does pop in, we're definitely going to give him the time to talk about that. So we'll just move on to the next topic that we have. So misconnections, guys. And shout out to Extra Zero. He gave this topic to me a couple of weeks ago. Thought it'd be cool to talk about on the show. Think we could all relate. So basically, it's what figure could you have owned but you missed out on? So I think it's happened to all of us. Wanted something, never picked it up, sold out, can't get it, or you got to pay a high price on the aftermarket. So I'll go first just to maybe give everybody time to think. Brian Brink brought it up last night on ETR, the crossover Master Prime. I don't know if it had a third-party name, but that was a set that when I first saw, I was like, wow, that looks incredible. It worked with the Classics Prime and also the original G1 Power Master Prime. And I thought it was a pretty good set. Like the Power Master Prime, I have like a special connection with that. Told that story before. It was just always the price that turned me off. I think it was like over $200, like $225 or so. And I was kind of new to the third-party game at the time, and I wasn't comfortable spending that much money. So never picked it up. But I don't really regret it because now, you know, Make Toys is putting out like their version, and we have the Takar version and stuff like that. So, you know, patience, I guess, saves pockets, as they say. So we go round robin if anybody has a...
For me, nothing really Transformer-wise, I would say right now, because I'm on the Star Wars kick, like pretty hardcore. Every time I find a Bosk, it's gone. Every time. I find it in the groups, somebody's selling a Bosk, and I miss it.
JD, what would you be your price on that, though, if you wanted to buy it?
Oh, I don't know.
Where's Dom?
Where's Dom?
No, I'm curious because I mean I do a lot of hunting, so I can find it for you and I'll buy it for you if I find it.
Well, I usually see it. I see it for anywhere between 60 and 80.
Nah, fuck that.
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
I'll get it for you. No, I ain't getting that shit for you.
Now, what series is that from? Is that a Black Series figure?
The Black Series, yeah. Yeah, I saw it on the shelves years ago, and at that time, I cherry-picked the line. and Bosk was one of the ones I didn't get. So
I got you, JD. Don't worry about it. We'll find it.
you let me know. I need 2 of them.
Nah, fuck that. I'll get you one for now. You worry about the other one later.
Get one.
All right.
Just saying.
He's army building boss.
Dave's gonna make it happen.
E Prime says eBay has one now for $50 shipped. JD.
Fuck that.
Okay.
$30.
30.
Yep. Mhm.
Let's see what Dave
We're not
finds
trying
me
to
here.
not trying to pay those inflated prices.
I can go next. One that stands out to me is, I think I've told this story before. When I was first getting into G1 MP, I was at a Toys R Us, and that's when the You're the Horse Optimist was out, and that was the MP10 for me at the time because that's when it was there. But I didn't realize what I was looking at because next to it was that awful gigantic Unicron trilogy Starscream monstrosity plastic, and they're like the same size box next to each other and the same what do they call them, platinum edition, the artwork on it. So I looked at that one, I opened the front, I looked at that one, I was like, no, that's horrible, why would I buy that? So I dismissed the Optimus altogether because I figured it was a similar product. And then later on, when I realized that was MP10 just recolored in a box next to something awful, it was off shelves by then. So I wound up buying a You're the Horse one on eBay for more than retail. And then later on, I sold all my G1 MP and most of them to Pinkerton. So shout out to Decepticons.
Yeah, that Year the Horse Prime was my first MP10 also because he was basically sold out. The regular one was expensive at the time, so I guess that was my placeholder until all these re-releases came out.
I love the dark red. If the dark red was matched up with silver instead of gold metallic on it, that would be probably the perfect combo for me, and I probably would have kept it if that was what it was.
Yeah, I agree with you.
And the clear trailer, I don't like the clear trailer though, but that was
no
my
one
first
needs the trailer.
But that was my first MP, like that and Bumblebee, where I bought them at the same time, were my first MPs ever. For me at the time, it was Quake Wave. Not that I had a chance to buy it, but like it's the one fucking figure. Like so many times I was hovering over a button to buy it for like $400, you know, and I'm like, thank God I never fucking did that. But like, yeah, it's not really anything that I missed out on. Because somebody's always selling something. You know what I mean? Like you may have to pay a little bit more. I think those days of like figures getting to be $800 or $900, especially Transformers, are done. You know, with the exception of maybe like some Fans Toys, Galvatron.
Yeah, because that's sold out now.
Yeah.
And that's the thing. Like before, you know, the things used to sell out. Now, not so much. So now we kind of take the wait and see approach, and it's hard to gauge which figure is actually going to sell out.
Right. Sometimes it burns you. But there's still people out there that sell shit for. I mean, I just picked up another Fans Toys Galvatron for a good price.
Hopefully, no issues or anything like that once you get it in hand.
No, I already got it. It was from my haul like 2 weeks ago or whatever.
Oh, all right.
Yeah, it was fine.
Good. Yeah, Sportimus in the chat says Fans Toys Willis. You know, I know a lot of people missed out. I actually brought that to an NJCC to sell, and I didn't sell it because I already knew. I was like, you know what? Like, I'm going to have a hard time finding this figure if I want to buy it back. So I might as well just keep it. E Prime says Fans Toys Sovereign. See, Chuck is saying the San Diego Comic-Con Boba Fett set.
Ooh, that's a good set.
That's the thing, though. I'm sure these things are available, but it's, of course, we don't want to pay these crazy ass prices.
Yeah, for me, it would be like Sola Chigokin.
Yeah.
Anything like that. Like Boltus 5, I missed out on, and it's been released 3 times. But it's cleared the $300 price point, so it's not out of my range. But like God Sigma, they haven't released that again. And I'm not going to be paying no $600 for it.
So when they re-release it, do they jack up the price?
No, but usually if they do a revival on it, it's like more in tune to like either the anime or the toy.
Oh, so they change it up a little bit.
They changed it up a little bit, yeah.
Yeah.
So like the 40th anniversary of the Voltus 5, they made it more anime accurate instead of toy. And then they also tweaked it though. They made the joints a little bit stronger in the ankles and the wrist. So that was nice.
Yeah, that's good. After picking up the Voltron and then the Megazord and some of those other Solar Chogokin figures from some of those older anime. But the prices on those, they're not cheap. They have the smaller line that, those figures are kind of run between $50-$60 depending. But the Solar Chogokin line is a little bit up there. So I was like, you know what? Let me just not do this right now. and stuff. How many of those do you own? Do you own a lot of them already?
I own 5. And my goal is to own, it was like 11, I think, when it's all said and done with. So, but yeah, I mean, I jumped on that Voltron. I already have like 5 Voltrons, it seems like. But I knew that Solar Chogokin one, it's nice, but it's gonna skyrocket in price. I thought I read somewhere where it's like it's not gonna be re-released ever. So I'm like, okay.
Dude,
so,
that Solar Chogokin Voltron was so tempting. I just wished it was bigger. And I'm not even mad, but I just wished it was bigger. I would have fucking bought it had it been bigger, and it would have looked fine next to the Transformers and shit. But it was fucking dope. And then I was like, oh, it's only like 16 inches, right? Isn't that how big it is?
No, I don't even think it's that tall.
Oh, no.
It's like maybe like 11.
Oh, yeah.
12
See,
inches.
It's puny.
Yeah.
Those ones that you have on your list, are they already released, or is it stuff that's still pending?
Oh, this like the Dan Kuga, that's supposed to be coming out, I think, in the next month. The by Can Food dropped, and that's in my pile of loot. I'm just waiting for the Dan Kuga. Big O is coming back out, which is nice because it comes out with the accessory kit that was extra back in the day. And I have no idea if God Sigma's coming out, and then I just got to track down a Voltus 5 and a Daltanis, and I think that's it. And I do want the Gal Gaigar. So, and then my Solar Chogokin. I don't have a shelf I have to reinforce my shelf with all that die cast shit. I mean,
yeah, they're heavy. Yeah, they're pretty heavy. So. Pacific Rim one coming out, the Gypsy Danger.
Yeah, but I got the NECA quarter scale, and I got at least 3 out of the 4 on that. And I mean, it's nice, but it's not nice enough for $250. I'll put it that way. So
I saw that on the pre-order, and I was like, ugh, like I want it, but I got the feeling that one won't sell out, or at least I'm hoping it won't. So I'm hoping I have the time to kind of make a decision one way or another on that one.
Is it you just like the look of that figure or the look of that bot more, or you are that big a fan of the movie?
No, I like the movie. I did like the movie, and
I like the movie too.
And I think the robot does look pretty badass too.
Yo, I'm back. You guys still on hauls and intros?
No.
Yeah, we're still there.
No.
We're talking about a figure that you missed out on, and now you're bummed about because it's too expensive or some shit like that.
Oh, yeah. Wow.
You need
Back in the day, that used to happen a lot more. I'm sorry, I just rock rolled over Jay. My bad.
It's all good. I'll be quiet now. Sorry.
Quiet.
That's what I was saying too. It doesn't really happen anymore. Like Quake Wave, I remember being like the last one where I was like, "Oh, should I buy this?"
Yeah.
That was Quake Wave Hegemon back in the day. If you wanted that,
oh yeah,
Megatron
Hegemon money.
So,
and then eventually Orion Pax from Toy World was hard to get.
Yeah, Orion was that. That was I sold that one for a pretty penny too.
Yeah. Mine was an MP Skywarp. I held off on buying it, and then thinking that it would come out in the U.S. Never happened. And people were selling it for like $600, which was ridiculous.
You said Orion?
Then, no, MP Skywarp.
Oh yeah. I remember that shit.
Remember that shit?
Yeah.
Coronation Starscream was flying up too.
Yeah.
Dude, even Soundwave and shit was like 2 something.
Yeah.
I scalped a bunch of them for 2 something.
Dirty motherfucker.
Hey, Dom. So is that the original Skywalk, the black one, or the purple one?
The black one.
The black one. Okay.
Yeah.
It's the Walmart one?
No, not the Walmart one.
Yeah.
The Walmart one. I have it. I'm talking about the purple one. Yeah. The one.
You're talking
the
MP11 mold.
The 11 mold. Yeah.
Skinny box. right?
Skinny box.
Yeah.
The one that came back out as a re-release, so all those
Right.
that spent $400 or $500 are like,
Yeah.
Shout out
Yeah,
to BB7.
it eventually came out really ASAP. And then that's my first time I ever bought the BB7. I saw the Skywarps going out, and I just bought that. And when I played with it, just the joints themselves were so tight, and everything else was so better. So
Yeah, that.
But then
oh, go ahead.
But then eventually I picked up I bought some guy's masterpiece collection, and he had the Skywarp in there. So with all the other figures, I think I bought it for like $60. So
oh wow,
it turned out it's used, but like for $60 you can't say no.
No, fuck no.
Yeah, no kidding.
So,
same thing with Kronos.
yeah.
Some bitch went up too.
That
But
went
now
up
with
high.
Phoenix, you can't even like I don't know sell Kronos. Sorry, Jess.
$2 just.
I got it for a steal when I picked it up. That's why I'm willing to let it go for cheap.
Oh yeah, you traded for that.
Yeah, for that fucking
voodoo.
Yeah, that voodoo potion, black, like that Diaclone Black Ironhide. I traded a Kronos for it. When Kronos was like,
oh my
That was a
god.
dope trade.
What?
I remember that trade.
and I was like, phew. And then it came out, then all the reviews started coming out that Ironhide was shitty.
Dude, you remember TFCon, man? We came back up to the room.
Yeah, that's
Ace did a finger bagging, and then we all went downstairs, started selling that shit online.
Yeah, these guys were selling them like right after they bought them. That was so funny. And Dom, I think that Skywarp, didn't one of those vendors at NJCC have that like on sale for like 400 or something, or 600?
Yeah,
And then they
600.
put another sticker like, "Yep, that's the real price."
Yeah, fucking asshole.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
So fucking crazy.
I remember.
Anybody else, Dust? Do you have
I remember I offered that kid like $250, and he said no. He's like, I was like, okay, whatever.
Yeah, I gotta say, like, the one thing would be the Coronation Starscream, because it slipped past me. I said I'll get it, and I wound up paying like $350 for mine.
Wow.
Damn.
Yeah,
Wow.
that was like back in the day, man. That was early collecting. I let it slip.
Just like it's just.
And that's that thing. Like back then, you didn't know if they were going to be re-releasing these.
Yeah, you didn't know. It was still all new to me because it was right after I just first started collecting, and then the Masterpiece game was starting to get really big. Before that, it was just all chug stuff. And that one, I remember it was like $2.25, and I was like, all right, I'll get it. And I'm like, man, I ain't spending $2.25 on that. And 6 months later, I spent $360 because that shit kept going higher and higher and higher and higher and higher. And it was before Facebook groups and shit like that. So the only other place you could go was like on TFW 2005 or message boards and shit like that, or eBay. And that's where I went. I went to eBay and I paid the iron price, the eBay prices.
I like that bothers Chris that we use that wrong.
I know what that
That's just funny.
means. You see me shaking my head when he said that.
It's like, that's not what that means.
Doesn't matter.
I'm aware that that's not what the iron price means, but it's just funny to say.
It is funny.
Yeah, some of the guys in the chat are chiming in. Dulcar said he missed out on the unique toy buzzing, and he's wondering if anybody else is going to make a decent blur.
Face toys.
Who was that?
Dulcar.
Yeah. You would think that, with Fans Toys doing, all these fucking season 3 bots, that no brainer that it's coming.
I'm sure someone will get around to it at some point.
I got my buzzing pretty late. Actually,
you can still find them out there. There's people are still letting them go. You just have to be vigilant.
I think I found mine at Robot Kingdom, I think.
Yeah. Dave, I sold mine to you, right?
Yes, sir. That and Sun Surge, I think, at the same time. Yeah.
At least I know it went to a good home.
You want Sun Surge back? You want to buy it back?
Nah, I'm good.
That one went up for a little bit too.
Yeah.
Jumped up.
Yeah.
Poor little Lemonade.
I capitalized on that. I sold one of them when the getting was good.
I stuck with mine forever. It was a gift, and I'll never get rid of it. Especially how long it took for you guys to get it to me. Remember that? Couldn't get it.
Oh, No, that's right. We bought that for you as a birthday gift. Though,
Yeah,
right?
I can never get rid of it.
Dude, I'm gonna just tell you right now that shit doesn't bother me, man. If you sell something that I got you as a gift, like I don't give a shit.
Nah, I keep it.
Just don't tell nobody. Just fucking sell it. And
And
shut
then the
up.
next time someone comes over, that's what that sponsored.
Dude, I would not
in the closet.
I wouldn't have remembered that we bought it for you unless
Exactly.
you said something about it.
Now that Devi on the other hand, I think that would go pretty noticed if it wasn't there.
Yeah, where's that?
You guys better put it in the box with me when I go, okay? I'm laying next to me.
Yeah, Chuck in the chat, he said that he missed out on the Eva MP10, but he said he wound up getting one later for a lot higher than the suggested retail price. So he got jerked there. Damn, Plastic Crack, what's up, brother? He said he missed out on a boxed and complete G1 Metro Titan for $90, and he will never get over it.
Oh shit!
But what does that go for now? That only means something to me if I know what the going price is.
It's got to be going for a lot because I think does he collect Japanese?
Yeah,
he gets the Japanese stuff, so I could just only imagine what that goes for now.
I spent about $600 on mine. But that was like 8 years ago.
So you think it's gone up?
Assuming, right?
Gone up since then?
I'm sure it did.
Someone check eBay.
Yeah, I don't want to check. It's like only $130. Like, damn.
Okay, I'll do. I guess I'll do it. What was it again?
Look up Transformers Metro Titan.
Yeah, he just said it runs at least 750 is what DPC just said.
Yeah.
750. Yeah, that's up there.
It's like a Metal Hawk.
Metal Hawk.
Shout out to Ace.
That dude, I was first NJCC. That was at NJCC, wasn't it?
Yeah. Yo, me and Steel were fucking go for it, do it. What are you doing here if you're not gonna buy it? You want it, you better buy it. You paid $1,000, man.
And then the guy is like, so you could pay me cash or you gotta pay me friends and family. I was like, come on, man, it's $1,000. Take the hit.
It went right on his PayPal credit.
Yeah.
Damn, dude. That's what he needed. Oh, is that what he needed to complete it too?
I don't think he was done after that.
No, I think he still needed some of those like Spark bots or whatever.
Yeah,
or some shit.
I remember I was looking at my phone. We went to one of the NJCCs and there was one little mini bot or something he needed to finish his G1. Not his Japanese stuff, just his American G1.
Jumper.
Yeah, I bought it for him just to finish it. And I was like, "You're not gonna buy it? It's $25." He goes, "Yeah, I know." I said, "Fuck you, I'll buy it for you." And I bought it for him.
But maybe he didn't want to. Maybe he just liked the chase so much, and he like fighting that.
He didn't want it to be done.
Yeah, ruined it for him. It's been all downhill for him since then.
Chat winging him. He said for him it was Fans Toys Dinobots.
All of them?
They're still out there, man. And they're supposed to be re-releasing that swoop. That blue swoop's supposed to be getting a re-release soon.
Yeah, I saw that. That's good. A lot of people were looking for that.
All right, did everybody in the panel chime in? Dave, you gave us yours?
I don't want to sound like a dick, but like if there's something out there that I wanted, more than likely I fucking got it. But I did probably overpay for it.
Look at him, money bags.
No, I did probably overpay for it like an asshole. So there's plenty of things out there. I think you guys mentioned a few that I actually waited too late to get, and I actually overpaid for, like that Sky Warp, like fucking Sun Surge.
$450.
No. The most I've ever paid for a toy, I think, was no. But I mean, if you think about it, you know, I think you gave it to me like what, $80-$90, and now you can probably get it for like $50. You know what I'm saying? So, but for the most part, no. I mean, I haven't missed out on much. I'm pretty avid when I want something. I try to go get it. Like I hunt. I fucking won't stop until I fucking get it. So
Hunt. Food.
That's, and I'll say that too for people that are looking for shit. Like that's how I am too. Like when I know that there's something that I want that's out there, like it's fucking I scavenge every fucking group.
Game on.
And I have everybody looking for it, and then it's like, just get your friends. Like, dude, you don't even know how many times, like, in the chats and stuff, like, dude, this is for sale, and I would just have to jump fucking right in there and get it. Like, yeah, you just gotta be vigilant, man.
Yeah, I mean, if you're part of a toy group or something like that, it could help. You know, your buddies helping you, tagging you on posts and stuff like that. So, just saying.
Yeah, thanks, Dave.
But off of that, Dave, you just got to make sure you communicate with your friends and everything, because sometimes you don't tell them what you're looking for, and then all of a sudden they tell you about a good deal, and you're like, oh shit, I should have grabbed that.
Oh, you mean like when I call you at work and say, pick up your fucking phone because I've been messaging you for like a half hour? Because I got these deals right now.
I work, Dave. I fucking work, okay?
Dave, you were just trying to sex him, that's all.
Yeah, that's it.
Hey,
help you spend your money.
Hold on, man. We don't spread all the secrets. You know.
He called. He's like, I gotta get this poison out.
Yeah.
Yo, that's funny you say that. I said that like an hour before the show. So this one over
here. Shout out to Howard Stern.
Yep.
All right, that's cool. We'll put that topic to bed. All right, next up, love life and collecting. How do we balance the two?
Easy.
All right, guys. I think, one point or another. Yeah.
All right, I'm out. See you guys.
See you later.
Usually turn the figures the other way, so
I don't need to be here for this.
You could talk about a past experience.
Yeah,
exactly. That's what I'm saying. So, we all, some of us have significant tongue tied. Some of us have, our ladies in the house.
You drinking tonight?
I'm empty.
I'm gonna say you better start drinking some more.
We got a strict don't ask, don't tell policy in this house. It's not even strict. It's just it's an unspoken rule. She doesn't ask, and I don't fucking say anything about it.
No evil. See no evil.
Everything.
Tell you.
Everything's $6.
$40 is what everything costs you. That's
inflation.
The worst was when I used to try to watch like video reviews and like Op the Bombs, like, I don't know, this is not good for a $200 figure. Fuck you, Op the Bombs.
He just blew me up, man.
Yep. Fucking me up. I got the same toy in my hand.
And you couldn't take me to dinner last night?
No, I was like, I got this one used. It was only like $120.
That's how much that cost. Not so what I paid for it. Are you kidding me?
I use coupons, baby. I use coupons.
Why do you think I R.O.C so much? I don't pay full price for nothing, man.
Dude, you know who I am. You fucking
when
know
I was
who
with
I am.
my ex, there was no R.O.C yet.
Oh, so is that what it usually is? That's like the tactics. Either you just kind of, lowball. So
she doesn't. Yeah, she doesn't ask. I have snuck some boxes in.
That's a good policy. Does she ever give you like a problem? Like if she just sees stuff coming in like constantly, like does she ever kind of?
She never sees it. That's kind of the good thing about it too. Only if I tell her like, hey, you can't be buying shit this week, and then if I get like 3 packages.
Brian, drink here.
That's funny. Yeah,
I know someone on his panel used to get shit taken to his job. Try to sneak it back in his house with a book bag, right, Jose?
Yeah. The smaller packages that I would get, I just try to hide them in my gym bag and bring them in.
I remember that one time. What did you get one time? You're like, fuck, they delivered it to the house. You're like,
he's pulling a fucking Ferris Bueller trying to get home before she does.
Yo, guys, she's on the phone, so I'm gonna take my opportunity to talk about it now because she's right here.
Oh, Jesus!
Like for example, fucking TFCon, right? Jose dropped me off, right? Jose, did I not have like a car full of shit, basically?
Yes. Yep.
So between him, me, and Riddler Circle, we were dumping everything in the fucking garage, so that way I only walk in with like 3 or 4 boxes, and then I waited till the next day, and then I fucking unloaded everything into the house. But
Where's
But
the
I mean,
hand? Here comes the smack. Where's the smack?
listen, hey,
Waiting for that hand.
if you guys ever seen my unboxing video, and for anybody that's watching that hasn't seen it, that's real life every day in the Energon Addict house. Everything's on sale. Everything was given to me as
Oh,
a
dude, I remember that. You're like, nah, baby, it's $40.
Yeah.
That
Oh,
was
dude,
remember that
expensive. How much was that?
yeah. Dude, I remember I was watching that video and Jasenia was right next to me. And then as you kept taking stuff out of the box, I was like lowering it. I was trying to lower my fucking phone so she couldn't hear it. Because she already knows, and I didn't want her to hear you telling her like, I got all this for $200. You know what I'm saying? No fucking way.
Listen, that's why I stopped making those videos, because I know every now and again my wife just gets curious to be like, oh, I wonder what he's talking about on the show. Or fucking seeing some what's in the box. I stopped. You won't see a what's in the box video from me for I don't know. It's TBD, to be determined.
Yeah.
It's funny though, like, we'll go food shopping and I'll be like, oh no, we can get the supermarket brand. Meanwhile, I'm buying fucking $600 in figures the week prior, but I won't pay for premium groceries.
Well, that's why you have to get the supermarket brand.
Western family.
Yeah.
No frills. No frills. White label, black letters.
Fruity Loops.
Hey, those are pretty good actually.
Beer.
Just says beer. Like, remember Repo Man? Beer.
Dust, didn't you have like a can of tuna or something?
Yeah.
Pink salmon, that's right.
Pink salmon. It came with it. Made
Did it come over? Made it over?
to the new apartment.
Oh, right.
You guys know the story on that, right?
Oh yeah. That's
It made it.
man, that's how many fucking ETRs I've watched.
You should tell that story for anybody that's new that doesn't know it.
We'll save it for another show.
At some point, it's got to expire, right?
Oh, it's been expired. It's expired like 12 years ago.
Yeah, it's a good luck.
I've had this for 20 plus years.
Wow.
It's paying rent, man. It's paying rent.
Dude, eventually that can's gonna deteriorate, bro, and then it's all over. You'll never get that smell out of your house.
It's like
Breaches the can.
Yeah, it's going to turn like the ooze.
It's gonna turn into a crime scene.
Just thinking about that. Dude, that's how the zombie apocalypse is gonna start.
Exactly.
Can of tuna.
Some rat's gonna eat that can, and then it's all over.
I'm gonna put it in a detolf.
Dust is patient. Dust is patient zero. That's just funny.
Yeah, it's gotten a little bit easier for me though, because now like she actually like has a hobby of her own, so she understands the collector's mentality a little bit more. Before she just used to just see me constantly, boxes, and when you have to look at it from her perspective, I could just imagine, how she feels and stuff like that.
Jose, my wife has a hobby too. It's called busting my balls. So at the end of the day.
Yeah. Well, I did used to catch that sometimes, which is hence why I used to try to sneak shit inside in my gym bag and stuff like that. But now that she's kind of like got her own thing going, like she kind of understands what it is. Now she's doing what I do. She's on eBay or on Amazon or whatever, looking, into her stuff. And now she's the one getting the packages. The only thing is that her stuff is not as big as mine, so that's the only thing she got up on me, my stuff takes a lot of space. But it's gotten better and it's cool. And, like they say, happy wife, happy life,
True.
How do you balance it, man? I know you got a sick collection, so, you got any trouble at home?
Who's this?
Who are you talking to?
James.
Oh, me.
James, I'm sorry. You brought me in.
No, I don't usually have any problems. Because I pay everything out of my own pocket. So it doesn't affect my wife's cash, I guess you could say, which goes into the family. And long as I pay for vacations and some other stuff, so it balances out. So and I'm home all the time, so she doesn't really see, the trucks that come up and get the pallet jack and get all this shit.
I was just gonna say, you get a pallet jack out there.
She did wonder why I had a cardboard, bin in the back and stuff, but
you have a compactor.
You're one of those
you got a cardboard
bailers.
Big fucking hopper.
She won't fork out for the compactor to get all that cardboard. But
no.
Long as it stays within my rooms, and it doesn't trickle upstairs, and it doesn't affect like outside of what I budget for my spending each month, then yeah, she's like, I'm totally fine. Like, all right, cool.
All right, it's pretty awesome.
She's all, I don't want to see it.
Yeah.
See, like that's like basically like the boat I'm in, because I don't have a ton of like space to display, and some of the stuff is like in my living room, and we don't really have company over. It's just us two, but I'm sure she just wants to see a nice pristine living room and not see any of that, and I'm sure she'd be a lot happier if I kind of put that stuff away. So I'm trying to work something out to kind of come to a happy compromise.
No floor time.
Yeah, when I have stuff on the table over here for too long, she's like, "Can you just transform and roll him out of here, please?"
Roll out, guy. It's gonna take me about an hour and a half to transform all these guys, but I'll do it.
All right. Anybody else?
Yeah,
I kind of just buy what I want and go ahead.
No, yeah, I'm in the same boat. I'm in the same boat with you, Jose. It's space. It's kind of like keep managing it and then keeping it out of sight as much as possible so they don't get annoyed with it. But believe me, she supports me, and God bless my wife for dealing with half the shit that I get into. So it's cool. Like you got to spread the love. That's pretty much the answer to that, because you can't focus on one thing. If you focus too much on your toys, they're gonna let you know about it.
Yeah.
So then you got to buy expensive like other trinkets like jewelry.
Exactly.
Quiet it up.
Take him on vacation and bring him to family functions and stuff like that. So
when you do the vacation, don't be on eBay or any of these.
No.
While you're on vacation, that doesn't help.
Or when you're taking her out to dinner, don't get on your iPhone and start buying stuff off of.
Hey, in the chat, Dolcar said his neighbor digs all his boxes out of the garbage and his bubble wrap too.
Oh, really? You got a recycler.
Why don't you knock on the dude's door and be like, "Here you go, dude.
Yeah, here you go.
Break it down. Yeah, stop breaking it down. You're just creating extra work for yourself.
Throw it on his lawn.
Don't even go over there. Make him come over and get it. You don't even have to go out with it. You just come right to the door. Save your trip.
I'm waiting for the day. Like my wife has never once like she'll be like, not how much money you're spending, but she'll look and be like, "Hey, look at all the money you probably spent on this," but she never takes into account like the amount I've probably spent just on like the detail and the lights and stuff. She's that just goes by the wayside, which is okay. But
I see guys that like sell off their entire collections because they're in a relationship. How do you guys feel about that shit? I've been collecting since I was like 14, so I have 25 years of fucking toys. You know what I mean? There's no way in hell I'm getting rid of any of that shit for somebody. I
can understand it. Like I can understand if a guy is collecting and they sell it all because the girl. It's unfortunate. I feel because it's probably something that they love to do.
I'm getting the pressure. He's getting the pressure.
So
now he's making that scapegoat now for when it has happened.
No, I can't sell that. I don't even know where to begin. It's just too much shit.
So it depends. I look at that two ways. Like if you're selling it because you're like, man, I'm in this relationship and I would like to move forward, and she's not really into it, so you're like, okay. Or if you're selling it because this is gonna sound chauvinistic, and I don't mean it to be, but like because you're not because your girl runs your house and you don't run your house. I don't mean that in a negative way.
You got balls.
I know what you mean.
You know what I mean? Like, then it's different. Then that's bad. Like, not that you need to you tell your girl what to do, but at the same time, it's be like, look, if you can't, you can't just give up your shit like that.
Yeah.
It ain't gonna stop there with your collection.
But that's the thing. Like, I agree, just because then you're unhappy, and then all of a sudden you take it out on her, and then your relationship's down the drain.
Well, then you've lost. Like, I don't know. Not that everything's a battle, but you've lost fucking every argument from that point on. You've already caved.
Exactly.
You fucking caved, and now you're weak, and that's it. Everything's about
already handed over your balls.
Yep.
And for all those guys out there that are worried and they're like, hey, I don't know if I should tell my girlfriend or fiance about my collection, and she may not like it. Maybe she's not the one, man. Maybe you need to turn around and be like, if she ain't feeling this, and she's not feeling me fully, so maybe she needs to go.
Or it's one of those situations where you do have to then you're making the choice, and you be happy with that choice that you're choosing your girl over your collection. There's nothing wrong with that.
Right.
No.
But then you just don't look back.
But you need to be careful though if you bring, like, let's say you do get, like a girlfriend or something, and you finally bring them over to your house. I mean,
It's like
depending on your collection
20-year-old
size, I mean, it's a shock. I mean, how do you like build up to that? I mean, you're gonna have to talk about beforehand, like, instead it's like, hey, holy shit, what the fuck you do here?
Yeah.
Listen,
It's like with my place, I tried to keep it all in this little collection room, and it just that didn't last long, especially now in the new place. It's just like fuck it, man. And my buddy brought his Hans was here with this girl that he's seeing the other day, and I was like, so what do you think? Is it over the top? She goes, no, it's done very nicely. And I said, well, let me show you the Star Wars bathroom. I said, if you can come into this bathroom, use this bathroom, and feel comfortable, you're the chick for me.
Let me show you. And the Hall of Justice right here.
Yeah. I mean, I think they definitely, she definitely has to be the right one, and hopefully, like, if anybody's in that situation, hopefully their girl isn't pressuring them to do that, because that would suck. They, if they cared about you or loved you, they would care about everything that you care about. At least to
also with our generation, it's like, even on the female side, it's a lot different than it was for the last generation to be something like this.
Mm-hmm.
They get it. A lot of these chicks get it. They're from that pop culture era. Through the 80s, through the 90s, you know what I mean? They get it. Yeah. They get it to a point, Right. So I don't know. It's just it's finding that person.
Yeah. And you got to do what makes you happy. I mean, some people are just starting to collect their shit now. They're already in their mid 30s, early 40s, and they're fucking just deciding, I'm going to pick up a toy collection because now I got the means to pay for it.
Well, that was me.
So, right.
That started late.
Me too. And I think I was dating her, but she already knew I was a little nerdy, but not on this level. It wasn't until we moved into the house that she saw the boxes coming in. She's like, "What is that stuff?" I said, "That's toys." And she was like, "What?" And then she was like, "Okay."
They're action.
And then 2 years later,
she was like, "What type of toys?"
Exactly.
9 months later.
2 months later, I'm in fucking NJCC meeting a bunch of other guys, and I mean, I gotta say, man, she's been nothing but supportive.
Yeah.
And even with my room upstairs, trying to get it done, trying to get stuff displayed eventually. This weekend, man, she was busting boxes with me. We were cleaning it up, getting it ready, because she's like, you know what? I want you to be happy. I want you to have your shit together. So
awesome.
It's important.
Yeah, that is cool.
Together. Yep.
I will say this though. I started collecting. My wife and I have been together for about 20 plus years.
Oh wow.
When I first started. I started collecting before we even met and such. And then what you don't want to do is kind of like, oh, she accepted me. Then you start trying to force it onto your partner. Like, hey, you should collect too. Or, like, hey, you should be involved with it. No, it doesn't work. It doesn't help out.
Doesn't help.
I did that once when we were first dating. And it's like, no, she's not into this. And I'm probably like, you know what? She accepted me. That's good enough for me. I need to move on. Just keep doing what I like to do.
That kind of happened to me, James, too, because it was like in the beginning, I tried to involve her, and then eventually she got sick of it. Kind of like, how many times can you walk around a dealer floor? So she just didn't understand. So it's like, so she now it's like I don't force it on her. If she wants to go, she can go. If not, then she's already, she's willing, go have your fun, enjoy.
Yeah.
With my my ex-wife back in the 90s. She was collecting also, so we go on runs together.
Oh, that's
that would
awesome.
be our weekend. We would just get in a car and on a Saturday morning and make out a trip, and we would just go grab some lunch and come home. Stay out, get some dinner, and just bring our goodies home. Like she wasn't exactly into the same exact lines, but she was a Star Wars buff. There was certain Star Trek stuff. And Playmates had all those figures out back then. So a lot of KBs, man. It was interesting to be able to have someone to go with you for that that's interested with you, and you don't feel guilty that man, I know she's not having a good time, and then you don't have a good time. That's why I could never go with my ex, my recent ex. Like, it wasn't no big deal, but I would like to go like to toy shows and stuff like that, and I knew that she would be miserable, and then it would be in my mind that she's miserable, and then I wouldn't have a good time. you know.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
But it was always nice back in the day to be able to hunt with my ex, because it was like always looking for that hot figure, and she'd take one side of the aisle, I'll go the other way, you know. So we would divide and conquer.
Yeah,
that's nice.
And that's cool when you have somebody like that you could share your hobby with. That's into it like you are. And like you said, maybe not the same lines, but just just knows what you're about and what you're into. And if you could do that together, that's dope.
I find it successful when you when I go on my hunts, I try to stop at places that she wants to go to, so I kind of share, so she doesn't get too crazy on the fact that I'm stopping all in toy stores, and then she's just not enjoying the day or something like that.
That's slick, Dom. Let's go to Nordstrom because Toys R Us is around the corner.
Exactly. Yeah, let's go to Marshalls or TJ Maxx, and you always find a Target or Walmart nearby. So
you're getting the toys at Marshalls and TJ Maxx.
Yeah,
Dom.
You're lucky.
So it's if compromising is a good middle ground, and you just have to communicate with them and find that middle ground.
Yeah. Yeah, I lucked out. I know she loves me. You know what I'm saying? Because when we met,
she loves
and we started dating,
me.
I wasn't collecting at the time. Like I was kind of like in a downturn. Like throughout my life, like I've had ups and downs with collecting. So I've always collected, but sometimes I go 2-3 years and not buy anything, kind of get out of it and then get back in. So when we met, I was out. My apartment, I didn't have any of that stuff. All that my old stuff was still at my mom's house, stashed away. And then I think I got back into kind of getting the figures like around Christmas time. I saw like a Justice League set, and I was like, oh my God, that looks good. And I was like, I want it. Like, I was like, would you mind? Like, I was kind of like testing her, like, to see if she would think that was weird. And she was like, no, like, that's fine. Go ahead. And that kind of basically opened the floodgates once she kind of gave the okay. Because then it was like, oh, look at this. I want this. Got it. Oh, look at this. I want this. Got it. And then before you know it, tons of shit, coming in. She stuck around. Like I said, she used to kind of give me shit. She understands it now because she's got her hobby. But she didn't know anything about it, basically. Like, she knew, like Dave said, with his wife, like, she knew I was kind of nerdy into the superheroes and stuff like that. But she had no idea about the toy collecting. You know what I'm saying? She's still here. So, props to her.
Hey, Jose, did last week help a little bit?
Oh, you know what? Yeah, dude. And that's another thing. Like we talked about, Dave did a get together. A lot of, our wives and girlfriends got to meet. And they just saw like how it was, just like how we hang out and family atmosphere, just chatting it up, not even about toys, just about life and stuff. And she went to TFCon Chicago last year. And I think that was a eye-opening experience for her. Shout out to Dust. I know he pulled her to the side and they had a nice convo. And everything, and it just kind of shows her like another side to all this. Like, it's not just about the toys and all that. So she gets the whole community aspect of like what we do, and I think that's definitely helped. You know what I'm saying? And your party, like, that helped. And events like TFCon, the events like that when we could all get together, is definitely a boon for us.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Good stuff, man.
Awkward silence. Time to wrap it up.
Well, I'll let you guys know when my wife has at it, and then basically throws out my toys for 5 cents or a dime.
Yes, please.
Dave's going to be at my house just buying it up.
I know where the good stuff is.
No.
It's funny you say that, Dom. I told my wife, like, sometimes I get really morbid and shit. I'm like a retard like that. But I was like, hey, if I die, okay, you have to call Dom to sell my stuff, because that dude will get top dollar for all my shit. You know what I'm saying? He will not mark it down.
No.
So she was like, okay, I'll keep that in mind, you asshole. Like, don't talk like that. But I did throw that out there, Dom. So make sure you write me in your will too, okay?
Yeah, no problem.
I don't tell my girl that. I just tell you guys that. Like, look, if I die, make sure my girl knows what all this is worth.
Dom's business card is now on Dave's fridge.
No, top of his oven hood where he does his figure shots.
Hey, listen, you're not supposed to tell everybody that, man.
No, I'm sorry. Give you a secret spot.
Yo, Bricks, I don't think you chimed in on the original topic, though. Do you have any?
Well, it's something that really hasn't been said already tonight, but my girlfriend is very supportive of my collecting. She's been to 2 NJCCs. I don't think she's into it enough to want to go to any more of them. Like, I asked her if she wanted to go to ToyCon this weekend. She's like, no, you go have fun. You know, the usual. If I want to buy something, she's okay with it. If I want to sell something, she's okay with it. She just wants to make sure I'm happy with my collection. And I've actually seen that she collects a little something. Probably because I've been collecting so much stuff that she started buying things that I had no idea she was the kind of person who would collect things. So that's cool.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm always waiting for the day that my wife's like, "Oh, you know what I'd like to get? Whatever this."
All right. We'll put that one to bed. And you brought up ToyCon, so that's like the next get together that we got going on. It's actually this Saturday.
Booyah, ToyCon.
I wanted to talk about that.
I'm getting
were there the last time.
Yeah, it'd be fun.
Yeah, I had to miss it.
You know what?
So
sorry, Jose. You know what I'm really excited for is Buffalo Wings. Just going to Buffalo Wings and just having a good time.
Dude, I haven't had real good wings in a very long time.
We had such a good time last time at the restaurant, so that's always fun.
Forward to that. And you guys saw the last night afterwards too, right? Like after the convention.
We saw the last night. Yeah, that was fun. Yeah. When we thought we had the whole movie theater to ourselves.
Yeah, man, and like I said, anybody that's driving up needs a place to crash, just hit me up. You know, you guys, someone could chill Friday or Saturday. You know, for you guys coming a long way, so just hit me up. We got room for a couple people. What's up?
You said you guys trooped to the B-dubs, right? From the spot
last it's only less than a quarter mile.
That's what we thought.
So no, it was hot. It was like 80-something degrees. It was on the side of a major highway. What did I tell you guys? I said,
honk, honk.
We're those fucking assholes.
Honk, honk, nerds.
You know, those are those guys I used to like try to swerve and hit, those idiots on the side of a fucking highway.
All wearing the same shirt.
Throwing a slug.
Yeah, we look like a fucking team of fucking bears.
Oh, geez. So that means there's no sidewalks.
No, there was a sidewalk, but
yeah, to a point.
It's right on Route 46. And
the funny thing, Jose, is you couldn't see it. You're walking uphill and you couldn't see the restaurant. So Dust was like, "Oh no, it's up the hill. It's up the hill." I'm like, "Where is it?" They're never gonna get
the thing
here.
There is we couldn't get into the cars because it's so hard to get a parking spot there. Mm-hmm. And like if we were leaving right after that, of course that would be a no-brainer. Maybe that's what we should think about doing this time. But it was cool to go back to the show after we ate, you know, and just walk around a little bit and you know, like, oh well, I'm gonna go hit up that guy, say he'll give me $5 off if it's still there, you know, in the last minute, you know. So we sat down, we ate, we had a good time. We were there for like almost 2 hours. And, you know, we thought about purchases that we wanted to make, and we went back and everybody scurried around and made their last minute purchases. We hung out for like an hour, and then we went to the movie.
Is there going to be a movie this time?
We were supposed to go see Ragnarok, but I think everybody's seen it already.
I haven't seen it.
Yeah, well, I was telling everybody I'm still down to like watch it, even though I've seen it. So we could still do that if you guys are down for it.
This is a 2-day show, right?
Yeah, but we're just doing Saturday.
Yeah, I wish you guys were doing Sunday. I'd drive up.
Fuck. Well, we can't change it now.
I know.
Yeah, sorry, dude. Sorry.
It's cool.
And how's the convention like itself? Like, is it a good mix of like modern and old stuff? Like,
yeah, a little bit. A lot more older, a lot more vintage. But there's a lot of tables with new stuff. There's tables with pops. There's tables with prints. There's tables with
pops.
You know, shit like that.
No Transformer stuff, Jose. No third-party shit.
Yeah, there's barely any third party. You'll see a couple of sellers here and there that may have.
But what you will see is like some cool like little niche items that you don't see everywhere else. Like people like making things that might fit with your collection that you will not find anywhere else. You know, like Dust picked up that Carbonite Han Solo for Bobby last year. Like I want to get it this year. I wish I would have got it.
Yeah, the guy that made the custom Black Series Ghost. You know,
Yeah.
the Jedi Ghost. Well, here's the deal. There's a 310 and then there's a 540. So those are probably our best options between that, either the 310 or the 540 for the movie.
Oh, for the movie. I was like, wait.
Oh, wait a
what?
minute. I'm on the wrong movie. That's Murder on the Orient.
Cool remake.
Okay, we have 210, 420, and 5 o'clock. I'm sure Dave would like to go to the
420, baby.
And I think that's around the same time we went last time. It was around 4 o'clock.
Is Blade Runner still in theaters? Because that shit was awesome.
Oh, the first one? Yeah, it's
Probably not.
Yeah, the first one, of course.
The first one.
Yeah.
That's got to be out by now. Like, I don't know. It's too niche.
I mean, last time was really great. It was kind of like a really good balance of everything, you know, hanging out, walking, bullshitting. You know, we all split up a little bit, met back up. You know, did the fucking the lunch thing, which was fantastic. We had a really good time there. You know, people drinking fruity drinks, and then we had a walk back, which probably wasn't one of the best things to walk there, but the walk back was even worse. But it wasn't that bad. It was only less than a quarter of a fucking mile, and here we are bitching and complaining. And then we were able to walk around the show for a little bit more, so it was a really good time there. It's a really nice show. It's a pretty big show too. It's a really pretty big show.
Yeah, I was.
How big is it?
Hey, this is Mueller. What's up, Mueller?
What's up, man? Muling complete.
Uh-oh.
Thank you, Brian.
Uh-oh.
No problem, dude.
Uh-oh.
How many did you actually pick up?
Nice.
I picked up one for Dave, one for myself.
Oh, that's it? I thought you had like a whole carload.
Yo,
Yeah.
yo,
I
Brian.
didn't miss anybody. Oh, and by the way, Hung also likes Smarties. He sent me home with a bunch of Smarties. So
Oh.
I guess he doesn't like them.
everyone likes Smarties.
Yeah, if you gave him.
Yeah.
Is that an insult?
He
Is that an
hates
insult?
them. Just wanted to get rid of them.
So, yeah, I think we usually get there, you know, early around 9, 10 o'clock, 10-ish, 11-ish. So we usually meet up around there. You know, people trickle in and, you know, just hit us up on Facebook. Let us know that you're getting there, and then we'll come to the front of the show and we'll all meet up and some shit. We'll tell you where we're at. But
That's nice. I was about to ask about the size of the show too, because
Yeah.
I know they had RetroCon that just finished, and that looked like it was pretty big. So
do you,
It was
do you,
big.
do you know like a basic like gymnasium, like a basketball, like, you know, a regular, like just say a high school gymnasium or something like that,
Yeah.
you know, full court?
yeah,
There's
so
like
something
two of those, a smaller room, and then they have the room in the back where they have like the table gaming, the video games, the cosplaying, and then there's like a little arcade room where these guys bring like all the old vintage systems and they bring like arcade games, and it's all free, and you can sit in there and play with that for hours. And you know, so, and there's hallways that could connect the rooms, so you know there's shit in the hallways also.
Yeah, they had the whole NECA display in that hallway last time. They were selling NECA shit for real
Yeah,
cheap.
the same shit that was at NJCC that one time.
All right, sounds good.
You can have a good time, man. It's what I you know, if you're gonna drive that far for NJCC, this is it's a bigger show. You just don't, there's not much third party in there at all. You'll see like some ragtag old school shit that's on someone's table, like a fans project upgrade set or some shit.
Yeah. Glad to
Jose,
get
you
that.
going this time?
Making it on Saturday.
Awesome.
A couple of guys got some Legends and a Black Series, and some of the prices really weren't that bad. You know, there's that one guy that had a lot of the hot stuff that was, his prices were pretty fair for what it was going for on the aftermarket. You know, he wasn't asking full aftermarket prices, and that's like when the Marvel Legends Wolverine was out and the Deadpool and stuff, and people were asking 60 and 80 for those figures, and he had them for like 30, 35, something like that. Dom, wasn't it like that?
Yeah, the guy in the corner, right?
Yeah, Dom's
Yeah.
not in here, but thanks, Dom. Thanks for the backup.
Yeah, well, you know, we always say like the true appeal is getting to hang out with everybody.
Yeah.
It's just the convention is the excuse to get us there, you know. So
Hey, and Jose, to follow up on what you just said, last ToyCon was when Gary and Eric first came about. Like they first came to that and met everybody, and you know, look how far that's went. You know, Gary hasn't left since.
Yeah, look at Gary, man. He just risked it, man. He came out. How long was his drive?
At least 3-4 hours.
4 hours. You know?
It was funny. I remember Gary. We were standing out front, and Dustin and Dave, you guys are busting each other's balls, and Gary's like, "Oh my God, it's all real."
Yeah, man. What do you think? The same shit we do on these shows is the same shit we do together.
I was maybe there for 30 seconds, and Dust is already saying some shit, and I'm like, "Yeah, fuck you." And then Gary's just shaking his head, like, "Oh my god, I remember that."
It's all part of the experience. You got to get it all. Got to get it all.
Yeah.
And it's like he brought all those what were they the Fortress Maximuses or whatever the fuck the Brave Maxes.
Yeah.
The Ollies.
Ollies, and he said he didn't even know if
Ollies,
anybody
yeah.
wanted them. He just filled the trunk with them and said, "Fuck it, let me see if somebody wants these." That's what it's all about, people. Just get in there and just come down and see us. Just
Yeah, no, Ollie's is no return, too.
have a good time. We'll get some food. We'll talk some toys. We'll bullshit. We'll joke around. Make fun of people. Make fun of each other. It's good times.
Good time.
Whip Chris's ass in some wing eating content.
Yeah. I didn't know this was going. I didn't know this was going down. So it's gonna be you 1v1.
So what's it gonna be? Speed? Like, because we're gonna get the large each, and that's 18. So speed's one thing we can do.
That's nothing, bro. We gotta go bigger than that. We gotta go. We gotta go a large and a half at least.
Oh fuck.
I've done.
I mean, I'll do these numbers, but that's like
no, they gotta be clean.
That's
bones,
that's not fair for either of us, like price wise.
You can't think of the money. You can't think of the money, man, because whoever wins is buying.
All right, man. Shout out to PayPal Credit. You're going fucking down.
So what's the deal? It's like whoever wins. It's not going to be timed.
It's got whoever finishes first. No?
I think it should be timed and quantity.
And it's got to be handicapped. So Chris has to eat the suicide wings, and because he hates the suicide. And Dust has to only have one napkin.
Right there, he's done. He's done.
Dude, I'm bringing a roll of paper towels so you guys don't make fun of me. I'm bringing my own. So I don't want to hear no bullshit. You guys the waiters.
We'll figure out the rules.
How's that?
It's got to be the double dom. The double dom's freaking out.
Double dom. No, I thought this was a 1v1, man.
How could the wing guy not get in this contest? That's what I'm just saying, bro.
It's all good.
He's
man.
gonna referee.
See, I don't have to improve my wing eating skills.
Pussy.
I mean, we don't have a third place competitor. So.
I hope you like having wings more than once, because if you come back and chill, we're going that other spot.
Dust seems like a distance guy, not a speed guy.
No, I'm definitely not a speed. It's because you know why? I'm kicking down like 6-7 beers, man.
Yeah. That and Dust is at the head of the table telling the story, so he don't even finish half the time because he fucking doesn't even bother.
I got to keep you guys entertained.
I got the blinders on. It's wing time.
All right, man. Well, we'll set this up. Let's bring us. Who's got a video camera? We got to videotape this, and we'll throw it up on the YouTube channel.
Hey, Chris, I'm just gonna say it now. Look, win or lose, bro, it doesn't matter. I just want to do it just for the fun of it. So,
all right, that's it. Dave versus Bricks, man. This is it.
Yeah, we got it. Yep. Yeah.
So whoever whoever loses is paying for the other person's meal. Is that it?
I'm not paying for alcohol though.
No drinks, just the meal.
No doubt.
Just the wings.
We should get the same spice level though, so it's equal.
Okay.
So got to keep it fair. Keep it fair, guys.
Or are you guys gonna go mild?
Boneless? Dave's going boneless.
Mild with butter. Can I have the ones with butter?
I'd like to go different flavors if you're down with that.
Yeah. I probably don't go past hot, which is like the fourth from the top or bottom or however they measure it.
That's fine.
Yeah, their hot is pretty hot.
It's pretty hot. The three at the top or the bottom, the ones that are like shades of black and not red anymore. Those ones I don't fuck with. I had all three of them one time, and I'm done with that.
Yeah, I'll be shitting my pants at the con if we go back. So I'm not doing that.
It's gonna be a rough car ride home.
Yeah.
Why do you think I said if whoever chills, bring your own shit paper.
You better bring a change of clothes. Just in
Shout
case.
out the force choke in your butthole.
I'll be stealing dust rolled paper towels and running.
You have a backpack. You have a backpack with a change of clothes and a plastic bag. Fucking baby wet.
I'm hyped for this, man. We got to set up. You know, I got to make a promo for this now.
Oh no!
Dust. Do I really need to bring my own toilet paper if I'm saying that?
No, I'm only kidding. I'll supply the toilet paper. Just bring some blankets and a towel.
I'd go out and buy that one ply Scott paper towel just for
when I moved. I threw everything out. I threw all the old blankets, all the pillows, all the towel. I have like 3 towels. I streamlined everything. I said, it's gone. It's all gone.
He's got 1 knife, 1 fork, 1 spoon.
No, I don't have any dishes.
Combo
I
thing.
still haven't bought dishes yet because I threw all my dishes out.
That's streamlined.
What would you have done, Dust, if you opened that box and it was a whole set of dishware?
I would have put it in the cabinet and been happy.
I was going to say, he's on the 2nd floor. It's going out the window.
Dishes are done, man.
We're gonna some really questionable dishes.
We're gonna start wrapping up the live portion of the show right now, but as always, we always go unbroadcasted into the wee hours of the night. So I think Dust might throw the link out there. I'll throw the link out there. So if anybody wants to join us, please feel free. Brian, you had the chat tonight?
No, sorry. You weren't monitoring it on your way home?
Sorry. Let's shout out the people in the chat. We had, you were right, Brian, Chat Wingingham was in there. We had Dulcar, Primacon, Chuck C. Sup, Chuck?
Who invited
Sportimus.
Chuck?
Who invited Chuck?
Yo, Chuck invited himself.
Oh, we had EE Prime, Damn Plastic Crack, Nerd Out was in the chat. Mason Pinkerton, hey, what's up, man? He's hanging out in there for a bit. MP Collector, Lord Shadowkeeper, and Cromdor. So thanks for popping in tonight, guys. As always, it's
some of the usual suspects.
All right, so let's run down the panel, say our goodbyes, and where you at. So first up,
who?
James, Victory Saber 77.
Oh, you just totally died out, man.
You can find me on Twitter, YouTube, and Facebook, Victory Saber 77, and host of Plastic Fanatics Saturday nights, 3 p.m.
Dude, I love this view of you, Jamie. It's like the last scene in Raiders of the Lost Ark.
Cool.
Dust mites.
Oh, you keep going in and out your audio, bro.
Yeah, I think it's just you, Dust. I can hear him fine.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, must be me.
I didn't hear him either.
What's up, everybody? Dust Mites on Instagram. Eddie Dust Mites in the groups.
All right. Thanks for hanging tonight, Dust.
Yeah, man. Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Of course. JD.
You can find me in the Facebook groups. JD Brocious, Pigment Surgery on Instagram and Xbox Live. Here with you fools on Tuesdays and every other Wednesday on Figa Bangin'. No show this week. Next week will be a new show.
Thank you.
Sweet. Right, Jisk.
Yo, you guys can catch me on Instagram and Facebook at JButron, and then on Instagram under Jisk1. I got the twofer.
And a John Addict.
Yo, you can find me on Instagram and a John Addict. Catch me here on Tuesdays, and catch me hiding my boxes in my garage from my wife.
Looking around.
Bricks.
I sure am, motherfucker.
Thanks for having me on the Hangout, as always. You can catch me, Bricks on the Dollar, everywhere, and Stasis Lock on Wednesday nights, and building up to it on Friday mornings.
All right.
Nice.
Brian Brink.
You can find me, Brian Brink, in the Facebook group, Sprinkleizer on Instagram, and doing my muling duties in the I-95 corridor here.
All right. And as for myself, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, all at HarricanBX, and here every single Tuesday night hosting the R.O.C Hangout with the rest of these fine gentlemen. Guys, before we head out, please remember to check out our website, www.realmofcollectors.com. All the latest merchandise is there for pre-order. Rock hoodies are available till November 17th.
Now we cut out.
Oh, shit.
It wasn't me.
Nice, brother.
Nope.
All right. Good night, folks.
You know the rest.
You
know the rest.
Yeah.
You know what the hell's going on.
Buy a hoodie.
Website.
Buy
It'll
that.
be cold this winter.
Buy them hoodies.
Winter is coming.
Winter is coming.
All right, guys. Have a good night. Love and relax and all that bullshit.
You can pay the iron price for those hoodies.